In 1997 and 98, large-scale fires in the peatland areas of Indonesia ravaged nearly 12 million hectares and caused billions of dollars in damage and led to mass evacuations, hospitalizations, and loss of local livelihoods across Southeast Asia.
That's the direct impact. Smoke, health. It also has a negative impact on mobility of people, goods that needed for everyday life. Accident on the road. Everybody just stay at home, no activity.
Peatlands normally act as massive carbon sinks, but when they burn, they emit tremendous quantities of carbon dioxide. According to some estimates, the 1997-98 fires may have accounted for as much as 40% of the world's carbon emissions that year, contributing substantially to climate change. As part of a project with CARE Indonesia, the International Research Institute for Climate and Society has investigated links between livelihoods, climate, and fire occurrence in one Indonesian province and has developed an early warning tool to help manage fire risk there. Central Kalimantan is one of 4 provinces in the Indonesian portion of Borneo, which Indonesians call Kalimantan. Locals, especially the Dayaks, depend on the natural peatlands of the island for food, water, timber, rubber, and other products. For generations, they have used fire as a way to clear land, to grow the food they eat and sell. Burning returns nutrients to the soil and kills weeds. Farmers use fire because it's their only economically viable way to clear land.
So here, let us say that you did not use fire. It cannot without fire because we need to use fire.
In recent decades, Central Kalimantan has seen dramatic ecological and social change. Millions of hectares of forests have been logged and peat swarms converted for agriculture and palm oil plantations. These plantations have also used fire to clear land. Canals built for agriculture have drained and dried out the peatlands, increasing fire risk.
When the pit is dry and then can become a good fuel for that area. When the fire occur in the peatland, it is very difficult to suppression because even though there's not so many plant, but it is very smoky in area and the fire very difficult to spread out.
Our research and analysis show that fire activity is linked to year-to-year changes in climate. In years when the dry season is even drier than normal, the fire started by small-scale farmers or plantation can quickly spread out of control. And in these years, the number of fire explodes.
With the Central Kalimantan government, CARE Indonesia, and Bogor Agricultural University, IRI has developed an early warning system to assess fire risk. It uses sea surface temperatures in the Pacific Ocean to forecast low rainfall years. The partners have held several workshops to gather input and provide training in the new early warning tool, available both in English and Indonesian.
In our work so far, we have established that we can help with the when it is safe to have controlled burning. But the question now comes, where is it safe to burn? So there, what we have is in the tool, we also have a rainfall monitoring information. Because we know that if the rainfall has been below normal in a district, then the conditions are dry. The peatland is relatively dry compared to other times, other seasons in previous years.
Effort now dealing with the fire, it is just reactive. For example, if the systems monitor there's a fire in a particular location, and then they can mobilize the resource to manage the fire in certain location. But it is not really manage the risk of fire.
Now, by forecasting fire a few months ahead, government and communities can take a more proactive approach to fire management. Central Kalimantan's government had banned the use of fires for land clearing in 2006. But poor farming communities claim the ban caused significant income loss and other burdens. In August 2008, the governor signed a new regulation allowing controlled burning under certain conditions. offering an option for farmers who really need to use fire. Plantations, however, are still banned from using fire under national law. The new policy will see IRI's work put into practice. Officials will now utilize climate forecasts in IRI's Fire Early Warning tool to assess the likelihood of fires and decide if they should allow burning.
Fire is the least expensive way of clearing land. The incentive system which you said, I think is very important. That if farmers have to embrace controlled burning, how do you provide alternatives? And alternatives take money, take information, take technology.
Yeah, it's very good to develop incentive system because we can't actually only prevent people from burning, but without incentive.
So to really implement all of this in a practical way, we need to help local officials develop more capacity to adapt the tool to their needs. And we also need to help create and test new incentive programs. Now that's where local research institutes really come in. For example, IRI is helping to support the creation of a new climate risk management center at Bogor Agriculture University. And that center is going to work closely with government agencies, IRI, as well as local stakeholders, CARE Indonesia, to put this new knowledge into practice.
Finally, at the end of the day, through controlled burning, you have the local economy actually kind of rising up. You have better livelihoods and you have a better environment. But you also have local economic development. So we see this decree as an opportunity for the farming communities, the agrarian communities of Central Kalimantan to move up the economic ladder.
IRI and partners are using science to reduce the serious local and global impacts of peatland fires while supporting local livelihoods. These efforts can help reduce carbon emissions and at the same time encourage more carbon-friendly economic development.